It's Mario and his good friends, and Monkey and Wario. But it looks like something's wrong. What could it possibly be? Gee, in this series they're all a bunch of selfish assholes, so it could be anything. They're talking about who among them is the biggest star, the superstar. Why am I not surprised? A superstar must be strong, says Wario. But Donkey Kong's got muscles for days. He's got bragging rights for strength. He's stronger than you, Wario. Even though you're bigger than a monkey, apparently, in this game. Like, look at that. He's taller than Donkey Kong. Isn't that just kind of wrong? Just saying. And leave poor Luigi out of it, just because he's got spaghetti arms. And Mario should be the superstar because he's named for the game, obviously. Or maybe Princess Peach? Why would we give it to Peach? She doesn't save herself in anything except Super Princess Peach. It's gotta be Yoshi! I vote for Yoshi. Why? They're all arguing, each one claiming to be the superstar. And Toad, who's had enough of this shit, says, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" Thank you. Does each of you really want to be a superstar? Then let's see what it takes to become a superstar. Does it only take strength to be a superstar? No. Luigi's just sitting there shaking his head. Because he's the only one that didn't get any love. In order to be a superstar, it takes courage and wisdom. Peach is wise. And kindness. What the hell kind of game are you playing, Toad? Since when has Mario Party ever been kind to anyone? If all of you want to be superstar, then I have an idea. Why not use the warp pipe in Mushroom Village and head out into adventure? The person who comes out of the adventures on top is the superstar. And that's gonna be me, because I'm amazing. But there's no telling what kind of danger might await you. Okay, does this not make it look like it's him doing it? Like, seriously, does that not make him look like he's responsible? Toad's a supervillain. He's Bowser in disguise. It's gonna be Luigi, because my voice doesn't fit yet. No, it's gonna be Wario, because my voice is perfect. Walu, Walu, poo, yeah! And Mario just starting in the back because he doesn't have to try, because it's not Peach Party, it's not Yoshi Party, it's not Donkey Kong Party, it's not Luigi Party, and it sure as hell ain't Wario Party, because it is... Don't leave me hanging, game! Mario Party! The original Mario Party game, back in full force here on the channel. What is up, my peoples of the world? I am Nintendo Man 64, and I'm bringing you guys Mario Party 1. Let's get started, guys. Because there's a lot to explain with this one. A hell of a lot to explain for this one. So, like it was in the first two LPs of Mario Party games I did, we will be going into this one basically the same way. I will be explaining everything you need to know about these boards. Well, actually, I'll let Toad do the bulk of it here. This is the warp pipe. The entrance to adventure. That is where you go to play all the board maps. 8 of the 9 board maps. This is the option house where you make game options. This is the mini game house where you can play all of the mini games in this game. This takes you to Minigame Island, which is this game's version of the minigame coaster, which may be getting done sooner than you think in Mario Party 2. Don't worry, guys. I got you covered. It will be getting done soon. I can't guarantee when, though. This is the Mushroom Bank. We get to keep our items there. And Mushroom Shop is where you can buy items. Now, we're going to be heading to the bank because I have to explain the items in this game. Now, items are different from when they were in Mario Parties 2 forward. Items for this game mostly determine whether or not mostly impact the dice roll. So, let's see. I'm going to show you guys all the items we have here. Starting with the coin boxes. This is a normal coin box for holding coins. When you put money in them, nothing happens. If you use the lucky box, which I believe costs 400 coins, you get 10% interest with this coin box. So, let's say you score 100 coins in this game. If you get 100 coins, you get 10 free coins after that. So I think that's awesome, to be quite frank. I will be using, however, the casino box. Using the casino box, you bet your coins with this box to get double or half of what you actually collect. So that's going to make this game fun. That's credits, so you can see the end credits. That's no Boo, which means Boo won't appear on maps. And that is no Koopa Troopa. That means Koopa Troopa won't appear on the maps. I'll explain what those characters do later. But now on to the special dice blocks. The warp block, which is in the original game, an actual block you use to move with. It costs your entire turn to warp with someone, and it's 100% random, so you'll never know what's going to happen. This appears randomly and players change positions on the board. The event block is basically a hidden block. You can get either Boo, Koopa Troopa, or Bowser to show up. The plus block, this appears randomly, and you get the number of coins shown that you move. So, you get a plus block and you get 6, you get to move 6, and you get 6 free coins. Conversely, with the minus block, you lose the amount of coins. So if you get 6, you roll 6, you move 6, but you also lose 6 coins. The speed block, this appears randomly, and you can only move numbers 8 to 10. Sometimes that can help you, sometimes it can hurt you. Same with the slow block, which is only numbers 1 to 3. Sometimes it can hurt you, sometimes it can help you. So what you want to do is make sure you know what's going to happen. Now, I'm using all 6 of these, because I want to make this game as demented and psychotic as humanly possible. Now, you can only collect up to 100 stars in this game that it'll show you, but you can keep playing the game after that. You can play as many games as you want. Coins can keep going, so that's good. We're going to leave the bank. And before we go on to adventure, I'm going to let the game explain rules about the game. Because in essence, I'd rather not have to explain it for all the newbies out there who are coming to new Mario Party games. Because I'm a master of Mario Party at this point, so let's go hear the game rules. If you'll excuse me, I gotta wheel all the way back to my desk so I can get my water bottle, so if you'll excuse me. Hello everybody! You are all going to head out into adventure after this. I love having a wheelie chair. It allows me to move forward, and you guys don't even have to lose sight of my hearing. You are all going to head out into adventure after this. Before departing, let me make the object of the game clear to you. The object of the game is to become the superstar. To become the superstar, you must collect more stars than anybody else. Collecting stars and other rules will be explained after this in the board map. So let's go to the board map. I will deal with you later, phone. My throat's a little hoarse. I did record catching Giratina yesterday, so this is going to be problematic for me. Especially since I want to do 2 to 3 boards today. Welcome to the board. This is the first map. First, I'll explain how the game progresses. First, we decide turn order. Hit the spinning dice block to make a number appear. The highest number goes first and the lowest number goes last. Press A to stop the spinning block. The order has been decided. First is Mario. Second is Luigi. Third is Peach. And poor Yoshi's in last place. Let's hope that's not a harbinger of things to come for this game. I really hope it's not, at least. Because I don't want to go last on all these boards. Some of them it's nice to go last on, but not all of them. Then, the game starts, so let's get going. You can move the number of spaces shown on the block. In this case, Mario would only go 1 space. This is a blue space. You get 3 coins on this space. This is a red space. You lose 3 coins on this space. Some of it is obvious, but there are a couple of interesting rule changes about this one that they changed for Mario Party 2. Like this one. This is a minigame space. If you land here, a 1-player minigame begins. Hiccup, sorry. There we go, much better. You can get more coins in the minigame, so if you get a one-player minigame early on, you could have a pretty high coin total early on, so try to shoot for these if you think you're good at these minigames. And I will dead to you in a minute, phone! God fucking damn it. Oh, nice roll, Yoshi. Alright, he's going for the happening space. This is a question mark space. We call it a happening space. You'll find that a variety of happenings occur here. Different things happen here depending on the map, so the surprises have the fun. Sometimes nothing will happen, sometimes crazy ass shit will happen, so you gotta be careful with happening spaces. But, more on that later. Excuse me! Thank you. After all players have moved, the round ends and a minigame begins. Oh, he's heading for chance time. Well, this is the chance time space. When you land here, a chance game begins. The chance game is a game in which you match up 3 blocks. Depending on how the blocks match up, you can steal coins or stars from other players. This is the biggest fuck you this game has ever had. I shit you not, the biggest. This game is the biggest fuck you ever. You could be doing so well, and then the game will just give you the middle finger and be like, fuck off, I'm gonna give you chance time. Let's see, what's Luigi doing? Oh, he's heading for Bowser. This is a Bowser space. When you land on this space, Bowser appears. One moment, please. Oh, I almost had it. Fuck. Oh, well. I'm using my old computer in case you guys didn't know. So that protector thing that used to harass us during Mario Party 1, that keeps showing up. So I'm going to try to nab it this time. And I'm going to destroy that, whatever file it is. Whatever. This is a Bowser space you could expect. Bowser shows up, and he wreaks havoc. Because he's Bowser, and that's just what he does. And last but not least is the mushroom space. When you land on this space, a block appears. If a mushroom appears, you can hit the block again and take another turn. But if a poisonous mushroom appears, you will lose your next turn. So relying too heavily on these could cost you big time. Well then, next I'll explain minigames. After all players have moved and the round ends, a minigame begins. And of course, Yoshi had to land on a happening space. I hope that is a harbinger of things to come, because I'd love to get happening stars up the yin-yang. This is the player panel. This panel changes depending on the spaces that players landed on. Characters are grouped by blue and red, and the type of minigame is determined. If a player has stopped on a exclamation part space. If a player has stopped on a happening space, the computer sets it to blue or red randomly. For example, if all players are the same color like this, or if they are red, a 4-player minigame begins. That means it's every man for himself relay, except for 2 games in this one, but I'll get to those the deeper we get into Mario Party. When panels are split between blue and red, teams are determined by color, and there's a competition between the blue team and the red team. When there are 2 panels, each for blue and red, a 2 versus 2 minigame begins. When there is 1 blue panel and 3 red panels, or vice versa, there is a 1 versus 3 minigame. Next is choosing a minigame. The minigame is chosen randomly from among the many minigames available. Oh, that's a good one to get for the 1 player. When you win a minigame, you can win coins or steal coins from others. That is key in this game. In Mario Party 1, the big thing is that in 2 versus 2 minigames, except for coin collecting ones, and in the case of 3 versus 1 minigames, almost all the time you are stealing coins from someone. Or the team, of course. So, if you win a 2 versus 2 minigame, the winning team gets 10 coins from the losing team. So it's awesome like that. So do your best in the minigames and collect as many coins as you can. With that, I'll explain the characters found on the board map. There are several characters on the board maps. When you bypass these characters, you can talk to them. By paying these characters coins, it can help you out in different ways. I, Toad, have many stars, and I will trade you a star for 20 coins. Boo will steal coins or stars from other characters for you. Coins he steals for free in this game, however, they're only on intervals from 1 to 20, so... And you'll never know what it is, it's always random. To steal a star, it still costs 50 coins. I think that's about worth the cost. Koopa Troopa is your guide in the board maps. When you meet him, he'll give you a 10 coin present, so it's pretty much passing Go in Monopoly. Speaking of Monopoly, I want to play Fortune Street right now. I just got it, too, that's the weird thing. No one wants to play with me, though, because I'm apparently, like, way too good at the stock market for this game, for them. Bowser is always plotting to foil your adventures. When you meet Bowser, he will always play some kind of trick on you, so be careful. In this way, you'll move through the board maps collecting stars. After the set number of turns has passed, the game ends. Then, the winners of 3 awards will be announced. The first award, the minigame star, is for getting the most coins in minigames. Second is the Coin Star Award. The person who collects the most coins overall wins. This means that if you have the most amount of coins at any point, so 120 and all that stuff, I'm getting fucking sick of this protector thing. Anyway, the most coins overall, like if you have 120 coins and that's the most anyone ever has, but at the end of the game you only have 30, you still win that star. And last is the Happening Star Award, which goes to the person who landed on the most happening spaces. The players who win these awards each receive 1 star. At last comes the announcement of the final results. Places are determined by the number of stars collected. The player who collected the most stars is the winner, or the superstar, of the game. If more than one player happen to have the same number of stars, the winner is decided by coins. The coins you collect are deposited into Mushroom Bank. You can use your coins to go shopping in Mushroom Village. I bought everything, so I don't think I'll be able to. In the same way, the stars you collect are also deposited in Mushroom Bank. As you collect more stars, eventually something good will surely happen. I figured out what that good thing is. It was kind of worth it, but not too much worth it. And that's the end of my explanation. Keep your eyes on the superstar, and good luck. And with that, that will be the end of the first episode of Mario Party 1. Join us next time, where we begin our journey in the first board of this game. I am Nintendo Man 64, and I gotta go check if my video is done rendering. So, until then, sayonara.